Hello, welcome back to the channel, Pat Outdoor Adventure. I'm Pat, and this is the first hiking and wild camping video that I've uploaded. Now, this is a good one, and I cannot wait to share it with you, so I hope you're all really well, and sit down and buckle in because it is going to be amazing. So, we went to Llyn Y Fan Fach, which is in the Brecon Beacons. It's kind of like a two reservoirs with a huge ridge area, and it was such an epic time. We got really lucky because a lot of other people have said that this place can get really boggy around where the water is. You know, it's like squelchy and you can get all your kit wet and your feet and stuff, but because it had been so dry for a long time, it was totally bone dry everywhere, so we really lucked out. And we also lucked out with the weather. It was a little bit cloudy, but we still got to see the sun go down and we got to see it come up the next day. Another thing that I need to point out is I didn't realise it was doing this, but when I switched the camera from my face to what I'm seeing, there's a pause in between before it starts picking up the audio and the video again. Now, I didn't realise that at the time, so what I was actually supposed to do was pause the recording, switch the camera, and then start recording again, and I didn't press the pause button, and I did realise this after a while, so I stopped doing it and I figured it out. So I'll do what I can with all the footage, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. If anyone has any questions about where it was or anything that's there, then feel free to post your questions down in the comments and I will get back to you. And I also will do a full kit review, the stuff I took, why I took it, how it works for me, and I'll also do a more in-depth review of the more essential items, you know, like the bed, the tent, and the sleeping bag, etc. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you really enjoy it. So we're in Llyn Y Fan Fach car park, which is right in the deepest parts of the Brecon Beacons in Wales National Park. We're going to do a wild camp. My aim is to do Llyn Y Fan Fach Lake. We'll see how we get on. I will do another video running through the gear that I took with me, everything that I had, everything I used. But yeah, the cars are just over there and on its way up there. An absolutely beautiful day for it. I will check in soon. So yeah, on the way up to the first lake, I've got the lad in tow over there, who seems to be enjoying himself so far. Yeah, the views are absolutely incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen, you know, from my neck of the woods. And I think it's just going to get better the further and further I go up. So I'll check in when I get up. So we've just come past this I guess it's like an area that controls the water flow. And here you have to stay to the side until you get past it, and the footpath is quite craggy. So I definitely recommend some decent shoes and some thick soled footwear, and definitely a good pair of socks, because it's yeah, it's rather craggy until you get off. But we keep going. So we made it to the first lake. He's well chuffed, he loves it. So we've got that's the trail. I don't know if you can see it in the track over there. That's the trail that we're going to come back via. There's a squiggly line over there. We're going to come back via that tomorrow, and because Llyn Y Fan Fach is round the other side of that second ridge, and we're going to have a look at wandering up this bit, so that we can walk all along the top to get across to the second one, and hopefully we'll have enough time to do it before the sun goes down. And yeah, but it's going to be good. It's amazing that the views are incredible. Look at that. You can't, you know,
you can't get any better.
You can't put a price on that. It's just incredible. All right, up we go. More climbing. Good for the old cardiovascular. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm right.
Alright, let's get going.
Not really.
I don't know how well you can pick me up because of the wind. I don't really know if I can like block it. I don't know, but as you can see, we're pretty much at the top now. We're actually further,
About this much more to go.
just there, and then we'll be at the actual summit. It should all be flat across, but quite craggy along here too, and it's quite easy to lose your balance because all of these stones are quite loose. So I would definitely recommend trekking poles. And if you're wild camping like me, I'd say make sure your pack is evenly weighed, like, you know, don't have too much weight on one side, so if you are going to tip, your pack won't influence you know, it won't influence you to fall, because it's quite the drop off the side, and it's a long walk back up. So yeah, I'll check in a bit. I'm going to try and make it across to those peaks over there.
It's over there.
And then we'll see.
Where my stick is.
And then we'll see how we get on.
Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit, guys.
So I'm absolutely well at the top now. Completely disappeared. I don't know why. It's very, very peculiar. I'm not going to complain because at least you guys can hear me now. So I'm going to go and have a look, see what we can see over the other side. So this is the part of the mountain, well, hill that's on the opposite side of the lake. Well, the side. This is the bit over the other side. You know what I mean. I'm going to just have a look to see what we can see. That is nuts. Some of these views are absolutely spectacular, and there's just so much of like green and everything, and it's so clear, and you can see so far out. It's crazy. You got all that down there, and everything. It's surreal. I'm glad that I made the effort to study the routes and watch other people's walking vlogs and stuff to find out where I was going to go. I'm really glad I put the time in. So we're going to make our way across. I'm going to make our way across the other ones now behind me, because I don't know how much sunlight there is left, but I don't want to set the tent up in the dark if I can avoid it. So I'm going to start making our way over there and see how we get on. Yeah. Having a little explore around up here on the top. In my background, there's a pile of stones, quite a big pile of stones. I'll put a picture of that in my next to the video. There's a smaller one, and the wind is picking up. What I will do is, if it gets too bad that you can't hear me, I'll voice over in the parts that I'm trying to speak, so that you can hear what I'm saying. So now we're going to head over there. Going to see if we can see the car park from there, because I can see it. I can see that point from the path to the car park. So I should be able to see that. Should be able to see down to the car park from there. We'll see what happens. So we just packed away after having a quick coffee break. We've got one peak left to go, and then we should be at the second lake, ready to set up camp for the evening. And as always, when you clear up and sit down and do things, when you're wild camping, always leave no trace. Take your rubbish home with you. I have Ziploc bags and reusable sealing bags to keep obviously smells or any like residual like crumbs and things out of my normal pack. Just to make sure that you look after the land and you respect the land that you're camping on. Okay, so we are at the top of the other peak. Now this is the peak that you can see from down in the car. If I can get in enough, I will try but this is where, there's the car park down there. So when you pull up, this is the peak that you can see in the distance, and we are now right at the top of that. And there is just plain for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. That's the other lake down there. Still waiting for the sun to start going down. It still hasn't gone down yet, which is good. It's like it's been suspended, but you know, we will. It is weird, but we will get there. So we've now still got that peak behind us to get over. Past another big rock pile, over that peak, and that's where Llyn Y Fan Fach is, and that's where we are going to be aiming for. Oh, I can't believe we were up there just now. Looks quite nice, that does, with the sun going down in the background. So we're on going up the last peak. It's quite down and up here. It's quite a steep one, and up the bottom it's very, very loose with large rocks and stuff. So you need to be very, very careful when you're crossing the little stream area there. Still going. I'm not done in yet. I mean, I'm getting there, but not quite. It will take a little bit more than this to kill me off. Made it to the top. Just heading over the top of it now to the lake. There's not much sunlight left, but hopefully just enough to get down there and pitch up. I've got plenty of lights with me, so we'll have to get our asses there and get set up. Right, so the sun is definitely gone. Now we've made it to the lake, it's down there. We ain't gonna have time, so we are gonna find a flat bit on the descent, and we're gonna wild camp there.
Oh, we met someone.
We met another wild camper who's over there somewhere, and we chatted to him for a little bit, and he told us about the flat bit, so we're going to find that, and then we're going to set up, because otherwise we're going to run out of light, and it's already starting to get quite cold as well. So obviously we want to get sorted and get some hot food in us. So let's get on with that bit and see how we get on. Okay, so this craggy area from the top, and we're halfway down the hill now. That's the lake, so it's not too far down, but I'm not gonna go for it now, because if you try and find a decent place in the dark, the wind might come up, I don't want to take any real massive risks, because this is the first time I've wild camped on my own already. So yeah, we're gonna pitch up, get some food on, and I'll check in with you in a bit. Okay, we've got dinner on, tents up, boys getting in the sleeping bag, we are all set. So I can make this a little bit, that's better. Yeah, so we've got plenty of visibility for us with these little lights that we've got, so we're all good. I just need to wait for me water, and that'll be lovely. We can have a nice dinner and get nice and warm, and I can get cozy for the night in there. Sorry about the head torch, that's not the best idea.
Oh God, excuse the horrible face. So it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, about 3:30. The wind's picked up quite a lot now. I've been woke up by the flapping of the tent. I don't know if you can hear it on here. The lad is snoring away, so he's obviously in his own little world of zen, which is it's good. Hopefully I can fall back to sleep again. It seems to be the Lanshan seems to be holding up to the weather anyway, which is really, really good. So hopefully I can get back to sleep.
As it turns out, the tent did hold up in the wind, lovely, and the wind had eventually calmed down again. so that we could, so that I didn't manage to get back to sleep. Now I'm just in time for the sunlight to break over the horizon. Looks absolutely beautiful. You get that sorted out and get some coffee, get some breakfast going, get packed up, and make our way down there to the lake. What's this? Llyn Y Fan Fach. Yeah. So, good morning. Already obviously had the sunrise. The sun's quite high up now and it's nice and bright. So yeah, we are ready to leave. Everything is gone. Remember, leave no trace, respect the land, don't dig any holes or burn anything, and just don't be a in general, basically. So yes, we're all ready and we're just getting our packs on and we're going to start making our way down to the Llyn Y Fan Fach, and the trail goes down here and round the side. So we are nearly down. We're nearly down the bottom now at Llyn Y Fan Fach. Came down this trail here. It's looks like there isn't much of a trail, but
Sure one there is.
there definitely is. It's craggy, lots of big and loose and small and all sorts of stones to step on, so you will need to be really careful and watch your balance. And I definitely recommend, once again, trekking poles and a walking stick of some description to help you maintain your balance. But it's still a lovely walk and still a lovely view. So we're at the bottom of the lake. It's absolutely lovely. The sun is out. Nice blue sky.
My shoulders are red.
Yeah, my shoulders are red. You'll be fine. We camped up there somewhere. On there. Along.
Yeah.
It's that one just there. That cliff just there we camped at. I'm just trying to point there. That's where we camped. And so we've got to walk over here. I'll walk over that way now. There's a little trail in that dark land over that, and that'll take us back towards the other lake and the car park. Okay, so we've come around the other side of the lake and now we're heading back over there, which will take us to the other lake and the car park. We're around here now, and there's these interesting looking stones and stuff here. That one looks like it's made in layers, formed in layers. Perhaps it's yeah, still going. It's quite flat and easy now, and this ground's nice and soft and stuff, so it's a bit easy to make a bit of progress now. We found Pride Rock. Anna Savinia. Oh, that's some Brunyan. So we have come over that hump now, and obviously you can see a hell of a lot again. Now over there is the part that we went up yesterday and walked along, and obviously we went along there and over the back to where we camped. So the car park is not this one, it's the hump over, and then that'll be the route down to the car park. So we've made it over that crest. That's the big, obviously, bit that you can see from the car park, and the lake's over there. Bath's down there, so let's get down there and get to it. So we've come all the way down here now, and we're almost at the path, which is just there, that takes you down to the car park. So now there is this gully thing after a little waterfall that you cross, and if you want to take the fork, as you can see there's a fork in the road down there. If you want to take the one that's closest to where I am, then you need to stay on the right hand side. There is a bridge if you want to cross, But if you want to take that fork down there, you want to stay right. Otherwise, other side will take you right up to the front of the lake. But because I'm fat and knackered, we're not going that far. Okay, so we are back down the other lake. That's the reservoir control / sign saying don't swim, hidden machinery, you grow a third leg, I don't know. Apparently the most strict this stuff, yeah, up to them. So yeah, we've just got to follow that path behind, take us down, all the way down the bottom, back to the car. And what another lovely day it is. Such a beautiful, clear view, sea out for absolute miles. We made it. I didn't do a video halfway down because we just really wanted to get here. Because our feet are absolutely killing, and this gravel that you have to walk on. It's fine going up yesterday, but today it's just really bad, man. It's just digging into your feet on every single inch of it. So, but yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to get the trainers on and start making a journey back. Okay, so we're on the way out. As you can see, this road is quite tight and bendy. There's all sorts of obstacles in the way. You know, there are passing places as well. It's very pretty, very remote part of the remote part of Wales. It's very nice. It's just obviously it's something to be wary of if you come up this way to visit Llyn Y Fan yourself. So we're just coming down. It's going to go out. It opens out in a minute, if I remember rightly. It should open out to the hills like the ones we were walking over. But you've got to get past all of this sort of thing first. It's very tight. Oh, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching all of that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a really nice experience. So another thing I will just say quickly, if you feel like you might be like slightly unfit, or you wouldn't be able to cope with it, you can. There's more in the tank than you think. You think that you might not have the strength in your legs or the stamina or whatever. It is hard. It is a challenge, but when you get up there, and wow, as you can see from it was totally worth it. I'm so glad that I put all the time in, and I know that I sounded like an asthmatic ant with a bag of heavy shopping, going up those hills, but it was really worth it. So if you've got some free time, and the weather's decent, you want something to do, it's completely free. I highly recommend it. And get out and enjoy nature. Get out and get that fresh air in you. And I apologise about any background noise. It seems that every time I try and film something, my local neighbourhood tries to make as much noise as possible, so apologies about that. But yeah, if you feel like that you could do it, then yeah, I suggest you can go in groups, you can go on your own. Leave yourself plenty of time to take breaks, and if you are going to Wildcamp like we did, always remember the leave no trace policy. But if you are going to do it, your home's on your back, you can pitch up where you like. Just obviously make sure that you're out of the way of the main thoroughfares of places, so you're not disturbing anyone else on their hikes, etc. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I cannot wait to share the next one with you. I will start getting some content made and uploaded, especially a kit review and the more in-depth reviews of other things. I'm not going to in-depth review everything. I'm not going to sit there and review my spork, for instance. I'm not going to review my spork, for instance. You know what that is, you know what it does. But once again, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe if that's what you're into, and I hope to see you in future videos. Thank you very much.